Hello and welcome to the History of Aliens. Today's episode, the USCSS Nostromo. And here we go. The United States Cargo Starship, USCSS Nostromo, was owned by the Weyland Corporation and used as a commercial hauler between Thedus and Earth. The Nostromo, an M-class Lockhart CM-88B Bison star freighter, was property of the Weyland Corporation. It hauled a mile-long ore refinery that on its final voyage processed 20 million tons of raw ore. Valued at $42 million, the Nostromo was 334 meters or 1,095 feet in length, 215 meters or 705 feet wide, and 98 meters or 320 feet in height. The ore refinery it towed was 1,927 meters, or 6,322 feet long, and it processed raw materials on the long trip to Earth. The ship itself weighed more than 60,000 metric tons, including 3 decks, 4 holds, stores, and engines, and a shuttle named Narcissus. It was connected to the ore refinery platform via an umbilical detachment system. The ship was equipped with a Mother 182 model 2.1 terabyte AI mainframe, available to command officers through a special interface room. The mainframe piloted the ship while the entire crew was in hypersleep and monitored their activities. The ship had numerous industrial areas, a central eating area, a hypersleep chamber, a kitchen, a cockpit, and an infirmary. The ship also had a self-destruct system, which shut off the reactor coolant units, causing the engines to overheat and detonate precisely 10 minutes after activation. There was an option to override the process prior to the last 5 minutes of the countdown. Canceling the self-destruct sequence was a complicated procedure. Ripley's failure to complete the process resulted in the ship's destruction. The crew consisted of 7 people and a ginger tomcat named Jones, often referred to as Jonesy by the crew. Background information. The Nostromo was designed by Ron Cobb and Chris Foss. Foss's highly organic visions of the spacecraft were integrated with Cobb's NASA-like utilitarian renderings by Brian Johnson, who oversaw the building of the miniature. Much of the ship's architecture, particularly its interiors and the colossal spires of its refinery structure, are inspired by the cavernous, yet simultaneously claustrophobic sensibilities of the haunted houses and castles from Gothic horror films such as Nosferatu. The name is taken from the hero of the 1904 novel by Joseph Conrad. The original name for the spaceship was the Snark. This was later changed to the Leviathan before the crew finally settled for the Nostromo. Some of the displays from the Nostromo are reused in Blade Runner, another one of Ridley Scott's films after Alien. During the film's opening sequence, as the camera wanders around the corridors of the Nostromo, we can clearly see a Krupp's coffee grinder mounted to a wall. This is the same model that became Mr. Fusion in Back to the Future. Hey, thank you for watching The History of Aliens. Special thanks to the Alien Anthology Wiki and all contributors for all information you heard today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you can. If you have, thank you. And also special thanks to the Patreons of this channel. You guys rock. Thank you. Bye-bye!